Hi everyone, this is Nithyapriya from the class of Distributed Technology. In Distributed Technology, today we see the concept of elements of the .NET framework. And these are the contents for today. It is .NET class library first, then we see CLR, which is Common Language Runtime, then we see DLR, which is Dynamic Language Runtime, then application domains, .NET framework security, cross-language interoperability, side-by-side execution, and common type system. And these are the elements of .NET framework. Right, the first one is .NET class library. So .NET class library, as we always see, whenever we execute .NET programs, we'll get a container class. So like that, there are so many built-in classes and built-in structures and also built-in enumerated values. So those values we can always avail through this .NET framework. So that library of classes is called as .NET class library, right? So Common Language Runtime is the second one. CLR is the heart of .NET framework, as I always say. This CLR provides interoperability between the different .NET supported languages, mainly C Sharp, VB, Visual C++, and so on. It provides a common environment for all those languages supported, and it provides an execution environment of all the language programs. And this is the CLR execution model. Here we see the source code in different languages and they get compiled. The source code actually is unmanaged code, and this source code is translated as a managed code which is called as IL or MSIL. IL is intermediate language. So this IL code gets compiled in CLR with a component called JIT. JIT is just-in-time compiler. So just-in-time compiler compiles the code by its own compiler. For example, if the language used is VB, VB's compiler will be JIT. So JIT will be compiling VB, which is compliant with the VB coding. So if you are using C Sharp, so the particular C Sharp compiler will be the JIT. So that is how it is compiled, and finally we get the native code. So that is about the CLR, right? So CLR provides an environment to run all the .NET programs. So this is the scenario I just explained. VB.NET or C Sharp. So the particular compiler of the coding will be coming. Then MSIL we get. Then on the CLR using JIT we get the native code. That's it. So when managed code, where the programmers need not worry about managing the memory and securing the program and all, because CLR itself, by itself, it provides memory management and thread management. Then this is dynamic language runtime. DLR, shortly it is known as DLR. DLR enables CLR to execute dynamic languages, that is many languages, to run on the .NET framework by adding some special services to the CLR. Then application domains. Application domains, we know different domains the .NET applications can be run. The .NET application domains provide isolation boundary for security, reliability, and versioning for unloading the assemblies. Then .NET framework security. .NET framework by itself, it provides many security features like code access security, evidence-based security, role-based security, cryptography, application domains, and so on. We see everything in detail. The first one is code access security. Actually, code access security is code-based security, we can say. Some code will be read-only, some code will be read as well as edited. So this is called code-based security. And the next one is evidence-based security. Evidence-based security is we provide security for each and every subtasks of subsystems of this thing. The security credentials are permission, isolated storage, evidence, policy, and so on. In this, the assembly code is examined during the runtime by the CLR, right? Then it is cryptography. Cryptographic measurements we all know, that is the CLR itself provides digital signature, random number generation, hashing, and some more cryptographic techniques to encrypt and decrypt the coding. Then this is role-based security. Role-based security is actually, it is based on the user who is using. For example, if someone who is authorized comes in, he can be given the whole security. If someone who is anonymous comes in, he'll be given only the read writing. Okay, read writes. He can only view. He can only read the topic, read the content. He cannot write it. So that is called as role-based security. Then application domains is the .NET framework ensures to keep the portions of the application separate from one another with the help of the application domains. Not everything, the whole application cannot be given, so portions it will divide. So some portions which is relevant to the context will be given for the current usage, then it will be got back again. So that is called application domains. Then cross-language interoperability. The compiled code or the object code of one language can be used in another .NET compatible language. So that benefit is there in CLR as always. So that is called as cross-language interoperability. The next one is side-by-side execution. We can use more than one common language runtimes simultaneously to execute an application. So in a same application, we can use multiple versions of CLR simultaneously, and the code execution is done also simultaneously. So this is called side-by-side execution. Finally, it is common type system. Common type system, shortly known as CTS, is used to maintain data integrity across the code written in different .NET compliant languages. So it provides a compatibility between different codes of different .NET compliant languages, right? So that proves the integrity and the resemblance of software. So that is called common type system. Common type system also it is used to prevent data loss when a type in one language gets transferred to the equivalent type in the other language. It prevents the data loss. And I hope you have enjoyed and you have understood the topic well, and I've given you some web references for your better understanding, and that's all about now. Thank you.